Welcome to Adventures with Richel, the podcast. I'm Richel Stratton.
Brian Murray.
And we have a very interesting episode for you today. I can tell you right now, this one makes me a little uncomfortable based off my research.
It's pretty uncomfortable.
Like, I'm probably only going to say the name once, and then I'm not going to say it again.
Okay, you want to give it a different name?
Well, we have to tell the name once so they know who we're talking about.
All right, yeah. That probably just gave it away.
Yeah, maybe not. Depends on how into this you are.
Yeah, this is something that I don't know if I believe it or not, and I don't want to say that I don't.
I don't want to fuck around and find out. Okay?
Got it.
I'm not superstitious, but I'm a little stitious.
Got it.
Okay? But before we get into our topic, how are you? I know that you have a injury.
It's a really good question.
Another injury.
Yeah, this one's a good one.
That brings you up to what, 48?
About 86. Yeah, 48 is probably a good number. Yeah, I'm fine. This injury is different.
This injury may require a doctor. He doesn't go to the doctor.
I don't go to the doctor, but this one may require me to go to the doctor because I have done something to my knee, and I can't really
use it?
No.
Yeah.
Like getting up, it's making noises.
Like,
No, like it pops. Like when it popped, it sounded like a shotgun went off.
yeah.
And so it's like 3 days now. So I was like, maybe 4 is it. I think it'll be healed tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
We'll see.
Miraculously heal.
Other than that, I'm good. What about you?
I feel like I'm in the trenches taking grenades, John. Okay?
Why?
Because my baby's sick.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So, my eye's been twitching for 2 days.
He's going to be okay, though.
He's going to be fine. Yeah. But I don't know exactly what's going on with him. It's an array of things. He has a low-grade temp. But I seen in his mouth today because he said his teeth hurt. And I was like, what's up?
Yeah.
So I looked in there and I was like, okay, but it looks like he's getting some teeth in. It looks like he's getting his molars in. So I was like, that could explain the low-grade temp.
Not zombie, though.
Not zombie.
Okay.
But he is, like, he'll get sick
Mm-hmm.
and throw up.
That's
Which is like,
lovely.
you can't get a good night's sleep when you're thinking that you're going to have to clean something up necessarily.
Right. So he's sick. I'm whining all day about my knee. Is there any time for you?
Oh, on top of it, I was talking to my grandma the other day. She hurt her wrist somehow, and she called me to tell me to bring her gauze, bandages that don't stick, and the white tape because she bumped her wrist and it's bleeding, like her hand wrist area is bleeding, and it hurts real bad unless she holds it up. And I said, do you need stitches? And she says, I'm not going to get stitches. We'll see how it goes.
She's tough.
Okay. Well, I was on the phone with her the other day and I asked her about it, and she's like, I may have broken my wrist. She's like, I think my wrist might be broken. I said, we need to go to the doctor. She says, I'm not going to the doctor. She's like, I'll be fine. It doesn't even hurt. I said, Grandma, you just told me that you thought your wrist was broken.
I mean, I can't say nothing.
And I said, you're as bad as the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like, as soon as you mentioned the doctor, all of a sudden, you're
it's
not
better.
that bad.
What's better?
Yeah.
Hanging off.
It's not even that big of a deal. So anyway, I told her I'd give her a week. I said, then after a week, if it's not better, I'm dreading it. And she says, well, why? It's not your wrist. I said, because me and you are going to get in an argument. Because I'm going to make you go to the doctor.
I feel like that's coming with me, too.
Yeah. And then I also told her I was going to have Chris come out and take a look at it. And she says, don't do that. He's busy. He doesn't need to come out here. It's fine. Just bring the stuff that I asked you to bring.
Do what I say, okay?
She's like, I may have another cut and just can't see it. Grandma.
She's so hard.
I told her, I was like, do you need stitches? Well, I'm not getting them. I'm like, listen, old lady, you are giving me an ulcer.
You know what that is, though? It's nothing but money. And it's not like it's like $29.99. It's all, even if you have insurance or not, it's all these hidden things. No. I don't want to do it.
She also said that they're not going to do anything for it. My sternum was broken after that car wreck, and they didn't do anything for that. I was like, Grandma, you can't splint or put a cast on a sternum. I was like, a wrist is
I do want to see it, though.
A wrist is a little bit different. You know? Like, that's a little bit different.
I would like to see it, though. Like, is that a whole body thing?
Your sternum.
I know. What would you do? You just let it go?
It was the tip that usually breaks off.
The xiphoid process?
Yeah, that usually good for on you. That usually breaks when you're doing like chest compressions or whatnot, or the Heimlich, or I don't know.
Did I blow your mind?
You did.
Because I knew it, and I said it right.
You did, but I questioned you because I was like, I believe that's correct, but you
It's
know,
Ryan.
you also told me the wrong dates for Palmer, and we said it on the fucking podcast. So like.
I have been known to be wrong.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm kind of going to question you a little bit.
Question away.
But anyway, so that's going on. You're hurt. Levi's sick. Grandma's hurt. I'll let you know whether or not me and her get in an argument over going to the doctor or not. The problem is she's with it, okay?
What do you mean?
Like, she's there,
Oh.
okay?
Okay.
She's 87 years old, I think.
Would we say she's all there?
She's got a screw loose. She's the type of crazy you need to be scared of.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
But she's there. Like, she's got her senses about her, but she's stubborn. So I can't even be like, I'm taking power of attorney over, like, your medical stuff because you are unfit. Because then I'm going to have to get in a fight to have her deemed unfit.
Well.
Which she's not. I don't think I'd win that, and I think I'd be in a lot of trouble if afterwards, regardless.
You gotta love grandmas.
I love her to pieces, but I'm seeing her Thursday, so let's hope.
Well, good luck on the fight.
We're not gonna fight.
Good luck on the argument.
I'm gonna hold her down. She's old, I can take her.
And she's got a weak chest.
She's got a weak chest because she
Yeah,
had a broken sternum.
real quick.
And she can't use one of her arms because her wrist's broken.
There you go. So she's like
Also, she's got bad knees. They give out all the time.
this is abuse.
It's not abuse.
It's abuse.
It is effective nursing.
Okay, I feel you. Go do it. I'll bail you out.
Will you bail Grandma out too? You know what? Leave her in there a night to think about what
Yeah,
she's
what
done.
did you do? How does that
Yeah.
feel? Let me go get a switch.
Yeah. It's like, listen, Grandma, I love you to pieces. I mean, this is how you treat me?
She is in pieces.
Stop that.
I'm
So
sorry.
are you. You're not far
I'm
behind.
not. I'm probably the same
She's
age.
got tons of years on you.
Yeah, I know. And I'm worse off.
I know. So you might want to slow your roll
Well,
there,
yeah.
Captain.
That's true. I still have a xiphoid process. What's that?
Not for long.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, we going to get in our topic?
Yeah, I thought there was one more thing I wanted to say.
Well, what is it?
Live from New York.
Saturday Night Live.
No, so scary stuff happened at my house last night.
It did?
Mhm.
What happened?
I don't want to tell you.
Then why the fuck did you bring it up?
So I keep hearing a door close.
Okay.
And everybody was asleep.
Okay.
This is 3 a.m.
Okay.
I keep hearing it like
Okay.
multiple times.
Yeah.
What shouldn't do that?
Yeah.
Right?
Unless there's like a draft, a wind or something.
So
Do you know what door it was that you kept hearing close?
it seemed like it was the bathroom.
Okay.
And so I got up
Mm-hmm.
first to make sure the kids were where they're supposed to be. Get
Yeah.
in bed.
Yeah.
You have school.
Even if you have to go to the bathroom, hold it.
Yeah, pee in the bed.
Yeah.
When I got there, the bathroom light was on.
Okay.
The door was open.
Okay, so someone may have been in there.
Okay. I thought that too.
Okay.
Then I went back to my bed and I slept with the one eye open for a little bit because I know that I heard it and I am an investigator and I have scary shit in my basement that I bring from other haunted locations. So I sometimes feel like maybe that's not a smart thing to do. So I had that one eye open and I heard it happen again.
Maybe you should get a cabinet or like fortify the room.
Yeah, probably.
Like seal it.
Because I just did bring home a little clown that jingles.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that came from. And
It just showed up on your doorstep.
Well, I saw it, but I walked through the Goodwill several times. This is like what happened when we were in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like, out of the corner of my eye, I saw this little thing, and I went over and I picked it up.
And it said, ding, ding, ding.
Yes, it made all the moves, and it's kind of spooky. I love it, though. But when I got up the next time, the light was off.
Okay.
And the door was shut.
Okay.
Peeked in the kids' rooms. Sawing logs.
Okay. Question.
Go ahead.
Where was Mia?
With Braden.
Okay.
She can't turn lights off.
She's super smart, though.
She is a smart dog.
So she might be able to.
She was in there with him.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I went in there and I flashed my phone light.
Mm-hmm.
And Braden was kind of like, what's up? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Nick, I think he was like halfway off the bed.
Okay.
So I don't know what. I thought it was weird.
That is weird. I heard a woman in our house the other day.
You just trumped me.
No,
What did she say?
I don't know what she said.
What did it sound like? Do your best.
Weird. But she sounded like me.
Oh!
Yes. And I had my AirPod in. So I was like chalked it up to, like there was an echo or something. But it's never done that before.
You don't want it to be you. I don't want to be here anymore with you. But you really you?
Ow! Stop.
Is it you?
Yes, it's me. Jeez. What's wrong with you?
I'm abusive.
Apparently so.
Okay.
But no, so it was a little strange.
Yeah. Hearing yourself? You know what that is, right?
What?
I ain't even going to say it because it's going to be one of our podcasts now.
Go ahead and tell me what it is. Yeah, I already know that.
Yeah.
That's why you...
Yeah, I don't think that's a good move.
No, I don't. I think it was an echo or something.
10 minutes after you spoke, I got it.
It wasn't 10 minutes.
How long was it? You're telling me you're withholding information.
I'm not withholding information.
You looked over there.
I came up here and I heard it over there.
You were in the same room?
Yes.
It was in this room?
Yes.
What are we doing in here?
I think it probably can be explained. I just don't.
Is this the same room that the tapping was on the
Yes.
40-foot deck?
Yes.
Okay.
And the shadows in the closet that Levi always see. And when he's in this bathroom, he always see a shadow pass up. We have a lot of windows. I feel like shadows can be explained.
Yeah, all the way up here. Just so you know, you're like 45 foot off the ground.
I don't necessarily
25? You can't just hop and skip and get up here.
12 feet.
That is more than 12 feet.
13, 14 feet max.
It doesn't matter. You can't, a human being cannot just get up here.
Have you ever seen people do parkour?
Never mind. I'm certain few can.
Because I believe I just, debunked your process.
Do they usually do that in
parkour?
The middle? Yeah. Wow, thank you. All right, yeah, you're right. They could probably parkour up here and made all those things happen. That's cool. What a great group of people they are.
Yeah.
Let's get in the topic. God, we're damned. We should stop doing this. We're going to these things and now they're following us home. It's not as fun.
It's not all the time. I think that they'll occasionally just, have visitors. I don't feel like
what
anything.
If it's a skinwalker?
Well, that might be a problem. I don't know. But I don't necessarily feel like anything in here. I'm not worried about anything in here. I don't feel like there's stuff in here all the time. And if there is something, like something comes to visit, I don't feel like it's a issue. They don't do anything.
Yet. You've seen the movies. They start off small, and by the end of it, your face is off.
Okay, well, let's monitor the situation.
Anthony and Matt confirm or deny if anything's happened at your house.
We already know stuff's happened at Matt's house.
Okay, this is more for Anthony.
I feel like Anthony has stuff happen to him all the
I
time.
think he does too, but I need to confirm if it's new.
New activity with
Yeah.
you, Anthony, versus, the regular activity that you have.
But like new shit.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to our topic.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
You can say it because I don't want to.
Okay, I'm going to say it this time because I'm just going to read off what... I got interested in this because I hear people tell me about it quite a bit. And I have seen some particular shows that have talked about this. It's a demon, apparently, and its name is Zozo, whatever it is. Okay? I don't know how I feel about it, but I did do a little research on it, and I'm going to tell you what I come up with.
It does go by a lot of different names.
It does. I've seen those too.
Yeah.
And there is a famous case that it could possibly be involved in.
I think I know which one you're talking about. But I will let you get into it.
Okay, well, Zozo, I'm just going to call him the Z.
You say it another time. It's like Beetlejuice.
Okay.
Okay?
I'll just use the Z then, okay?
Uh-huh.
It's supposedly a Ouija board demon.
Okay.
He can possess people who, use one by solely gaining their trust. And I've heard people talk about this.
Yeah.
They feel like they're talking to Uncle Steve.
Yeah.
And they get out there and they're doing this, every weekend. Steve's here. Come here, check out Steve. And then all of a sudden the lights come off, the things start flying, and the Z's got you.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Every report I read, that's the same sequence.
Okay.
They just do that. Okay. They don't always know that they're being possessed by this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? They basically, it's a comforting thing at first. So they think that it's a caring spirit. So they're being cared for. And they generally start to like it.
And then you let your guard down.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think of that before I go further? When's the last time you messed with the board?
I'd probably say maybe like 10, to be honest with you. It's been quite a long time. Well, I told you what happened. That we were stupid little kids and had mirrors set up and lights were bouncing back and forth between the mirrors.
I wonder why shit's in your house.
You know what I'm talking
the
about?
parkour ghost.
Parkour is what they were saying when they're bouncing back and forth.
Right.
So, yeah, it was very unsettling. So I haven't really messed with one since. Again, when I was that age, I didn't know the dangers type thing.
No.
I was just like, oh, scary movies, fun. Let's mess with this. Like, hadn't done research. I was just kind of...
After doing a little research on this, though, what do you think of them?
I'm a little hesitant. Not gonna lie. Kind of want... I don't know. I feel like we play with fire.
We do.
And it's like... I do feel like now I am better at determining my feel, like the feel I get from things that we talk to. And I trust my instincts and my intuition to the point where I feel like I know if who we're talking to is who they say they are.
Yeah, you could shut it down.
Yeah.
Which we don't really go and mess with them anyways.
No, we're always respectful. We don't usually mess with Ouija boards anyway.
We don't really do a lot of spirit box and stuff either.
No. But I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like...
You are in tune to things anyways. So you can get a feeling if this is like legit. Like when we go to a place in Alton, you're very well, you know who you're talking to.
And I've told you before, that's not who we're talking to out
Right.
here. Like,
So, yeah.
It's not the same feeling when I talk to them. Like, that's not... Someone's playing a joke, pretending to be someone they're not. So anyway, this demonic entity enlists trust.
Yes. That's scary.
Yeah.
Been around for centuries.
I feel like most demons try to gain your trust first
Right.
to let your guard down.
This one's kind of like, I don't know how the hierarchy lies, but this one has got some notable things, notable cases that it's been a part of. And this thing is, it's supposed to be around for centuries.
Yeah.
Right? But let me tell you about this. Do you know who Roland Doe is?
Yes.
Tell me.
He's a 14-year-old boy. His aunt was into the spiritualist movement and taught him about it. And it's what the movie The Exorcist is based off of.
Mm-hmm.
He got possessed. They believe that it has to do with this demonic entity.
Mm-hmm.
Things were levitating and flying around. Some priests got hurt during the exorcism. Yeah.
That's one of the most known cases when it comes to this, like, demonic entities. That is the most known. I did not know before I read this
that it was connected.
Yes, and they go by it went by a different name then, which was like oh man, I had it wrote down. It starts with a P, Pazuzu or something like that.
I will say, all of the names that it has.
There's a Z in it.
No, there's not a Z in it, but some of them sound very fabulous.
Has he got you? Does she? He? We don't even know.
Yeah. I want to say the one. I'm gonna say it because, no, that's not. I was gonna say it's off the Big Bang Theory, so it makes me laugh. And Sheldon names a cat this, but it wasn't it. But Sheldon names a cat Zazzles because they're so zazzy.
That feels like that'd be a name.
Yeah, but Zaza is one, and I feel like I only can say it that way.
Ooh. Okay, so here's what we know though. Ready? Gains your trust. Comes from a Ouija board. Notorious for possibly being the entity, the demon, that took charge of Roland Doe.
Mm-hmm.
What most people would know is The Exorcist. Now, this one I don't know if people would know. The Enfield Poltergeist. That's the second Conjuring movie was made about the Enfield thing.
Mm-hmm.
They believe now that Z is the catalyst for that one too.
Okay.
Okay?
Want to know something I know?
Yes.
In 2012, supposedly a small group of soldiers that were like off duty were messing with an Ouija board. And then they went into some sort of trance and started driving erratically and crashed, and almost all of them died.
Afghanistan?
I don't know. Do you know them?
No.
I was going to say, do you know them? Because you looked real like...
No, but I never heard that. This is something, I know that in 2009, it became really, really, really popular. There's a show, everybody knows about Ghost Adventures, has brought this in. There's a man that believes that he can talk to this demon anytime he wants. So it was really popular with that. That's why it's kind of resurfaced now. And you said 2012. Well, I can tell you I have some signs here wrote down.
I have some warning signs too. Let's see if they match.
These are signs to let you know if you're talking to this entity.
Mine are too.
Okay, does it say the mood or temperature of the room may suddenly shift?
No. It says mentions of paradise.
So that's gaining the trust.
Yeah, wants to take you to paradise. Little do the people know, paradise is hell.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
But the mood or temperature of the room suddenly shifts.
Okay.
Even if Z doesn't directly reveal himself, he may continue to point to the letter Z, or even call himself Zo, or once he reveals himself, he will spell his name over and over and over, up to even 100 times in a row.
Okay. I have, if the number 28 pops up, or forms of it, so like 28, 82, 4 sevens, like that's a sign.
I'm always going to be thinking about that.
If it starts doing, which you would think sevens would be like the holy number, so it would be okay. But then they said that the planchette will start doing a figure 8 rapidly, or it'll do a rainbow motion back and forth between the letters.
I wonder how many people are listening to this right now that have played with the Ouija board, been messing with it, used it on an investigation, and had that happen and didn't know what it meant.
Yeah. So those are, like, if it starts doing that, shut her down.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
So the Z and the O are located on opposite ends of the Ouija board.
Which would explain the...
Yeah, the rainbow.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. Okay. And then the infinity sign.
Mm-hmm.
So it will do that. Glass, especially mirrors, may break.
Okay.
Look, man, I'm about to tell you this right now, and I like investigating.
Mm-hmm.
If we're in a location and we're sitting there and we're hearing knocking and noises and stuff like that, and we could feel the temperature in the room and the mood seems different, and the mirrors are starting to break, I know we wouldn't have a camera on.
We wouldn't.
No. But I'm gonna take a break.
I feel like
I'm gonna get some chips.
We're gonna stop doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
And kind of like
Assess
the situation
Talk
and
it
whether
over.
or not we want to continue the route that we're on.
Maybe a new direction.
Yeah. Anyway, losing track of time is on my list. Do you have that?
I don't.
Okay. Sense of empowerment comes across. Like, people start feeling like, you know.
I can definitely see how he gets you in.
Yeah. You may experience bad luck, which I was going to ask, when was the last time you played with a Ouija
I have
board?
some at my house.
Yeah. Feeling drawn back to the board. So what I was reading is that he will sometimes give you pieces of information about the future to gain your trust. So then when it comes to pass, you come back wanting to come back to the board because you want to know what else your future holds.
These are all good, like,
Ways to gain trust.
I would be all about it.
Yeah. Some people experience extreme uneasiness,
Mm-hmm.
Thoughts of depression, which I feel like if you're trying to win me over, don't be doing that.
I've got you one. I've got one.
Okay.
This one kind of scary.
Okay, tell me.
Scratches may appear on the body, not of just you, people in the room that even touched it.
Yeah.
So you're just like sitting there, you're diddling with it, and like Chris is just getting scratched.
This
He'd
one,
have been so pissed.
he would be. This might also be scary to you. Sexual advances.
I've heard this from people who have messaged me,
Yeah.
have told me that.
That they make sexual advances.
Yes. Like
And-
straight up foul.
Yeah. And, you know, at first people might laugh that a ghost wants to touch your pickle.
Mm,
But it's like, we don't want this one.
I don't think so.
Mhm. Might get dark shadow movements around the board as well. And then entering a trance like the soldiers in 2012.
None of this sounds cool.
No.
Well, no, that's not true. Some of it sounds appealing,
Uh-huh.
but now that we're reading this off,
We see the warning signs.
I see him now.
My question is, if it wasn't a list, would we see the warning signs?
Somebody had to go through all this to make a list.
Yeah.
So they have been,
Attached to that board.
ooh,
But think about, I don't know. You say you have some
I
at
do.
your house.
I have a couple, but I've never ever touched them in there.
Okay.
I mean, I've placed them where they're at.
But you don't play with them.
No.
Okay.
I have not played with one since I was probably 18 years old, and that was for 15 minutes.
Okay. Did you get rid of, like, close it down?
Yes. Yeah, I guess.
You hesitated. Or
Well,
did you
because
like,
I
I'm
really just was like, I put my hands on it and was done.
Okay.
There was beer there.
Oh.
I wanted that.
That's what you should do.
Yeah.
Demons love alcohol.
They do.
Okay. That's.
Are you thinking that I'm...
I'm thinking that might be all your bad luck.
No, we know why we have bad luck.
We know we won't. Yeah. Okay. You have anything else?
Yeah, I know. I want to tell you what you should do if you do think that you've talked to Zozo.
I also have some things.
Okay, what do you got?
Why do you want to?
No, it's...
Okay. Don't fear. Because demons, you know, feed off of fear.
Right.
You can say prayer for strength and protection. and then you need to close out the session immediately and keep closing it out until you get rid of the demon or you feel like it's gone. And then I have a couple other things. But
Yeah,
I'll let you go.
I got the same stuff except for you should vacate the space for a few days
Okay.
afterwards, and you should not hurt at all. You should not
Elbow.
don't get back on it.
Yes, so I have that. So if you encounter the demon, don't ever use that board again and dispose of it safely. Because the negative energy is essentially attached to the board. Like, easy access. But then I also have read that you never burn an Ouija board. Because if the negative energy connected to it, some say you'll hear a scream. And if you hear a scream, you'll die. It means you're going to die.
What did you do there?
I felt like I needed to, like, make sure.
That's not what the person in your room said.
No.
No.
Also, the only safe way to make sure that you don't encounter this demon is don't mess with the Ouija boards, essentially.
Look, there are people that love them. There are people that don't and fear them.
I don't necessarily fear the board itself.
I mean, can they bring information?
I feel like they could. I feel like they could be a helpful tool. I do think, however, you shouldn't be drinking when you're playing with it.
No.
And you should take it seriously. It's not a game, even though they sell it as a game. And I think if you always make sure to close out your sessions and try, like, I think the big thing with this is you don't want to look for the warning signs. And if you encounter this particular one, back off, jack off.
I've got a question though.
Okay.
Scenario.
Okay.
It's got letters. The board does.
The alphabet, yes.
Yeah, and numbers.
Yes. A yes and a no.
Okay.
A hello, goodbye.
What's the difference between using that and a spirit box or the little radio thing, the spirit radio, any ITC device? What's the difference? Are you not communicating with things that you possibly don't know are?
I see what you're saying, and I agree with that you are communicating with things you possibly don't know. So you could be communicating with,
What's the difference?
Z. I'm wondering if because you place your hands on the planchette, they're using you to move it. They're not using you to come across the spirit box. They're using radio frequencies.
Okay. I got a part 2 on this.
And I'm not saying that that's like,
That's a great point,
I'm
really.
trying to think of the difference. What is the difference between using a Ouija board and a pendulum? Because I do use a pendulum sometimes.
You're touching it.
I know. So, like, I don't understand why I feel comfortable with that. Maybe because it's not spelling stuff out. I don't know.
If you're that powerful to do all these things,
yeah,
why would it just be through a board that you can do this?
Because I'm like, I don't know. Maybe because you're letting your guard down.
Maybe because people think it's a game.
They think it's a game, so then your guard's down. You don't believe in it, type stuff. So they're like, haha, gotcha. And they also say that they go after people who are like not in the right mind, like
in a weakened state.
A weakened state, yeah.
Like alcohol and drugs and things like that.
Upset trying to reach a loved one. Like, they're gonna feed on your weaknesses.
As they do.
Yeah. I'm not saying that they're bad. I'm just saying that after researching this, am I going to say that I'm never going to touch a Ouija board?
No.
I'm not going to say that. Am I a little leery of it? Yes. But now I feel like I also know a little bit of the signs and symptoms. Like it's, a virus, a bug.
I feel like, yeah, we've known more now. Mm-hmm. Not that we ever really messed with them anyways.
Yeah.
But, and you know this,
mm-hmm.
I think it was just yesterday.
Yes, yesterday. We came up with a plan incorporating that.
Yeah, to try to, but then we said it's not really our style.
Yeah.
Our mo.
Yeah.
So we kind of squashed it.
Yeah. I'm still intrigued by it though.
Yes. Like, I feel like if I came up with my own codes,
Mm-hmm.
and if I'm doing it and I'm not getting that word,
Mm-hmm.
I put that shit down.
Okay.
But then, I don't think that works it that way.
I don't know. I think this entity, demon, is scary.
It is. Yeah.
Like, I find that scary.
If you're in the room and I'm getting scratched over here, first I'm going to be pissed off that you're still playing with it, because I feel like you would feel like, how'd that feel? That's scary.
Yeah.
You know, people say they get scratched all the time on
Mm-hmm.
investigations. They always jump to the conclusion that it's something that's bad. Oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
when it's not.
Yeah.
All the time. There are probably some occurrences where it's been bad.
I think everything, there's good and bad to it. Like, could be good, could be bad, could be misunderstood. Like, the Ouija board could be misunderstood. I don't necessarily think I don't necessarily think this person is misunderstood.
I think this is pretty, I mean, people, and I've seen it a lot, man. When I was getting online just to kind of look at it, it was like lots
and lots of
people.
things.
But is that because they've seen a popular show?
They could have seen a popular show. It could be one of these urban legends, folklore. It could be like the Slender Man wasn't a thing, and all of a sudden, because it became a thing, because of the collective consciousness.
I posted it
Manifesting
on
it.
the X, Twitter, man. It's fucking
It's Twitter. Yeah.
Okay, I posted on Twitter. Is it real?
Okay.
98% of the responses were yes. Don't mess with it. 2% of people, it's not.
Okay.
That's a lot of people that believe in it.
Yeah, like I kind of feel like maybe you don't want to gamble with those odds. Does that
98 and 2?
Yeah.
I'm still in. That's how smart I am. No, I don't think you mess with it.
The ratio's not good there.
Do you know anybody personally that said they have done this?
No. I do not. But I don't typically ask people if they have played with an Ouija board and encountered.
You don't just like go to the dental office and
No. People typically.
show hands.
No. I will when I go there tomorrow. I'll ask.
Ask them.
How many people here?
Do you want to borrow one?
Yeah, take it in.
Is there somebody that you don't like?
No, I like them all.
Is that the truth?
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
You want that good environment.
Yeah. Is there someone you don't like?
At your dental place?
No. At your place of work.
Oh boy. Nah, they're all cool.
Yeah. See?
The fact that I got the Ouija board from a customer
Uh-huh.
and I put it in one of the trucks of
Yeah.
the guy that works with me, Ty.
Uh-huh. Not
They're
a fan.
in no danger of ever conjuring up the little thing.
They don't even want to touch the
No,
board. They
he
don't
wouldn't
want
get in
to
his
look at it.
truck. He wouldn't get in his truck.
Well, that's good. You don't have to
I
worry about
tormented the piss out of him though.
Yeah, don't have to worry about them. You also tormented them with Annabelle doll, didn't you?
Yeah, everything that I get I kind of do, because once you tell me that you're scared, I have to go all in, because I am 6.
Yeah. All right. Well,
It happens.
I don't know. What do you think?
About the whole deal?
Yeah.
Not a fan at all. I'm glad that I researched it, because now going in, like I know, like if we go to the Palmer house and we start seeing these coincidences,
Yeah.
I don't really want that.
No. I don't either.
And now I know. So I guess like when I didn't know a lot of the information, I could go in and just do everything I wanted.
Yeah. But now that
I
you
wonder
know.
if we've ever missed.
What do you mean?
Like, shit was adding up and like, 28, 28, 28, and everything's 28. Oh my God.
And we just were like, la-di-da.
No, that's cheap.
Probably.
You think? Yeah, I know we have.
Yeah.
Like,
Probably.
it's pissed. It's like, hello.
It's like, I'm not messing with you people
Yeah,
anymore.
you're boring. You don't even get it.
Yeah.
I guarantee we have.
Yeah. See, when I messed with it, the board, it was with my sister and my
Did
older
anything
cousin.
happen?
I told you, lights were bouncing back and forth and candles went out.
Did you tell me that here?
Yes, I told you on the
The
Ouija
podcast?
board podcast. Yeah.
Oh.
But I thought that it was probably my older sister and older cousin fucking with me.
I do remember you saying that.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm like, I was scared, but then I was like, you guys are assholes. I didn't actually say that because I was 10 and I didn't have a potty mouth then. That didn't come till later in life. And man, did it come on strong.
All right, so we've learned some things about it. This is not anything that I think you guys would absolutely like to deal with either. If you have, I want to know about it.
Yeah.
If there's some signs that you've noticed that we don't know, please send those too, because we're about to hit the road on investigations, and I want to be really equipped with all the information this year. We could have missed so much.
Maybe.
Nah.
I don't feel like we were unequipped with what we typically run into.
No.
Like, we're knowledgeable about that.
Yeah.
It's just other things.
This paranormal field, though, it's got a lot of stuff that's cool.
A lot of stuff and a lot of different things. Also, a lot of things that don't necessarily align with each other. Like, it's either this or this. And it's about the same thing, but you just have to kind of weigh what you
It's
feel.
a lot of rules.
A lot of rules, yet no rules.
Right.
It's an enigma wrapped in a fucking riddle.
Well, I enjoyed this.
I did too.
I know that you're super excited about next week, though.
I was just thinking about that. I
know.
seriously was thinking, I cannot wait till next week's podcast. I am pumped about it. And I've got lots of information.
Good.
Yes. And I might have a new favorite.
Podcast?
No, person. Not when it comes
Wow.
to that category.
Well,
Are you in that category? Are you in that category?
was that your tummy?
My stomach, yes.
Ugh.
Are you in that category?
Of next week's topic?
Yeah.
You'll never know.
Are you a female?
You'll never know.
If anybody's heard the pickle story, they know.
So, well, you gotta specify when you say stuff like that.
I thought that you understood because we were talking about next week's topic, and I think I may have a new favorite one.
Okay. All right. I've got one for the following week. I'm not going to tell you now. I just want you to go with it.
Okay. You want me to show up and just be surprised? And
You want me to do it that way?
I mean, you can if you want.
No, I want to talk to you about it.
So you want me to have some type of information about it?
No, I want you to be able to know. Yes.
Is it doppelgangers?
It might be doppelgangers.
Okay. Well, anyway, on that note,
Okay.
I think we should wrap this up.
You want to mess with the Ouija board?
No, I don't. Maybe later at your house.
Not at my house. All the shit happens here. Let's just bring it here.
Okay, lights in the bathroom, doors opening, cabinets
We
opening.
don't even need any of that over there. Let's do it here.
I don't want to hear. On that note, make sure to like, subscribe, follow, download. Make sure to tune in next week and listen. And also, go out there and make every day an adventure. Bye.
Bye. Oh, my goodness.